With the Premier League season opener approaching, there are still over 2 weeks until the summer transfer window officially closes. Manchester United is essentially doing very well in rebuilding their squad under the Ineos era. To help all Red Devils fans clearly understand the transfer situation at Old Trafford, we will continuously update until the end of the month with daily news bulletins. By the time this program airs, the duo of Matthijs de Ligt and Noussair Mazraoui may have been officially announced on the club's website after completing their mandatory medical. With these two necessary additions to the defense, Manchester United is not expected to buy any more defenders as they currently have enough centre-back. Noussair Mazraoui can play on both the right and left sides, meaning the Moroccan star will be a backup for both Diogo Dalot and Luke Shaw. Not to mention, Irel Malacia is also about to return. Although not buying more, Manchester United is very likely to offload players, and the one named is likely to be Victor Lindelof, player born in 1994, partly because he has just over 10 months left on his contract, and partly because he has been identified to leave earlier. Currently, a few teams in Turkey are still showing interest in the former Benfica star, but the parties have not been able to reach an agreement on the price. Manchester United is said to want around £15 to £20 million for this deal, although that's still a large sum for representatives outside the top 5 European leagues. In midfield, there are many links between Manchester United and prominent target, but it can be certain that Martin Zubimendi will not come, partly because this player confirmed staying at Real Sociedad last night, and partly because Manchester United itself has not made an offer, only showing a little interest in the Euro 24 champion in the transfer list. Adrien Rabiot seems no longer feasible due to age factors, plus his salary, despite being a free agent after not staying at Juventus. Last night, there was quite hot news in the transfer market related to Manchester United. Midfielder Sander Berge was not registered by Burnley to play in the away match against Luton Town, where they won with a convincing score of 4-1. However, Manchester United's main target is clearly Manuel Ugarte. According to David Ornstein and Fabrizio Romano's constant assertions, the problem with this deal lies in the valuation, as Paris Saint-Germain wants €70 million, despite the Uruguayan international not maintaining his form as he did 12 months ago. Conversely, Manchester United is only willing to pay about €40 to €50 million, including bonuses. There's an important detail in the idea of buying a midfielder that Manchester United may not be determined to bring in a new signing in the midfield area right this summer. The reason being that Casemiro has unexpectedly regained his form if we look at the recent FA Community Shield match. Not to mention, coach Erik ten Hag has also promoted Toby Collier to the first team, meaning the Dutch manager currently has 6 players capable of playing in the 2 central positions, including Casemiro, Eriksen, Scott McTominay, Mason Mount, Toby Collier, and Kobbie Mainoo. Additionally, Manchester United still has a last-minute option for Sofiane Amrabat, if they really want to add personnel to the midfield area. Activating an additional loan clause, or even buying the Moroccan international outright, is not an issue, as both Fiorentina and Sofiane Amrabat himself want it to happen as soon as possible. Overall, Manchester United may buy another central midfielder to compete with Casemiro, but they may not be determined to do so this summer. Because the reality is that you need to make room to welcome new people. If Sander Berge or Manuel Ugarte appears, Scott McTominay or Eriksen will almost certainly have to leave. But there are no significant agreements for these 2 players yet. In the attacking line, news about Manchester United's possibility of buying more strikers is quite vague. London press often talks about Ivan Toney having a price of around £40 million, in the context that he only has just over 10 months left on his contract at Brentford. But even if we don't consider the age factor, Manchester United may not have really been interested in this striker, because after all, they already own the duo of Rasmus Højlund and Joshua Zirkzee. The argument that Rasmus Højlund's injury will cause coach Erik ten Hag to push for buying more forwards. But 6 weeks is too short a time for people to think about adding personnel. Not to mention, Manchester United has also been accustomed to the tragedy of not having a striker for the past 2 years. so the possibility of buying more people in this area is not really feasible. On the opposite side, Antony is the one with many rumors of leaving. That scenario is not bright. Not to mention, the Brazilian left-winger himself has just confirmed that he will stay at Manchester United to fight to the end. On the left wing, Jadon Sancho has been linked with Paris Saint-Germain. But the odds for this deal are also low, if not to say that the English star continues to stay after reconciling with coach Ten Hag. In the second half of August, Red Devils fans probably shouldn't expect much from new signings, because with De Ligt and Mazraoui just joining, highly likely that Manchester United will accept to stop their shopping. However, Victor Lindelof and someone in midfield could be the key to new signings appearing. But we shouldn't put too much expectation on this scenario. If we look at the overall picture, it's clear as follows. In the goalkeeper position, Andre Onana will be the main keeper, Altay Bayındır will be the backup, and Thomas Heaton is the third goalkeeper. At the right centre-back position, Harry Maguire and Matthijs de Ligt compete with each other, while Victor Lindelof is likely to leave this month. As for Leny Yoro, he's not counted as he will only return in early 2025. At the left centre-back position, Lisandro Martinez will start with either Harry Maguire or Luke Shaw as backup. At right back, Diogo Dalot starts with Mazraoui as backup. At left back, Luke Shaw will start with Mazraoui and Tyrell Malacia as backup. In central midfield, Casemiro and Kobbie Mainoo. In the attacking midfield position, Bruno Fernandes starts, Mason Mount is backup, and even Jadon Sancho. On the left wing, Marcus Rashford starts, Garnacho has potential, and Jadon Sancho is also capable of being a reserve. On the right wing, Amad Diallo is likely to start. Although Garnacho is still highly rated, while Antony should only be a backup in the striker position, Rasmus Højlund and Joshua Zirkzee will compete in the coming time. Thus, if they don't buy more new signings, Manchester United still has a decent enough squad for the new season. But it would be better if they sell Victor Lindelof and a midfielder in the middle area. Let's wait and see what the Red Devils leadership can do to create a solid enough framework. Coach Erik ten Hag showcase his abilities on the coaching bench.
Thank you for tuning into VR 360. We hope you enjoyed our latest updates and insights on all things Manchester United. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on the latest news, match analysis, and exclusive content. Join our community of passionate Red Devils fans and share your thoughts in the comments below. Your support helps us bring you the best coverage of our beloved team. Until next time, stay united and keep the red flag flying high.